Hello, everyone. As we try to improve in Battlefield 1 in our Newb to Master series, a big thing about that is learning the maps. And recently, I've been spending a lot of time with the Monte Grappa map and to try to really learn it, where to hide, where to sit, where to shoot, angles, and the positions. And along with other little tips I'll mix in between, this is kind of a map to overshow that. First map is defending, the first little video I got going on, and then later on we'll be attacking. So right here I'm coming off. This is already started, so we're actually already past the first sector, which is the church, which has a rock probably about another 50 meters to the left of where I'm at right now, to where is a good place to hide for that sector. Now right here in Sector 2, I like to hide right here, which is the outpost of where the people are coming out of the church, where they just captured the objective, and then they're going to the next two. And the good reason for this is, there's great reasons for this spot. One, it gives me a large overview of the map. I can protect A and B with this. I have cover, hard cover to my left side. And then I have a place to retreat to take me out of line of fire from the avenue I'm shooting at. Now, if my aim was a lot better, I'd be racking up kills left and right here. You see, I have some squads that squad mates that help come protect me, and I'm sure they do for a while because I sit up here for a little while, even though I'm not doing that great. But even if you're not hitting all the shots, you can be spotting everything. Make sure you're hitting that Q button. Q, 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 Q. Spot everything. Shoot them spotting flares out. You get 2 of them. This is a great time to shoot one. Right there with this rock ridges is where a lot of people try to go. It's a diversion point where they can go to A or B. So you can take out a lot of people there. You can stop them from getting to A altogether. Or, excuse me, B altogether, and force them to run to A, but they eventually still got to get B. And you can rack up some points here. It's not a perfect position, as you're getting ready to see. Like, you can get tuck out from this position because people can go up around the rocks and come around like that and shoot you or knife you. It's good to turn around and look every once in a while. I'm not the best at that, along with the aim, obviously. But if you do, you turn around and look. Sometimes it'll save you, or have a teammate looking at your back, which is what I like to do too. Now, still defending. When I die, I'm trying to go back to my spot. I don't see a better spot for a sniper to overview. If it gets overloaded or overran, go to the next rock ridge, which is what I try to do here. So once again, shoot the flares, get to the spotting going. Spotting's you're a scout. He might be a sniper. Even if you think you can take him out with your bullets, your one shot, it's still good to scout as much as possible. And right there you can see that I was looking and found a sniper that was aiming at me. Obviously you want to try to take out the people that are shooting at you first, and then go on about your day and keep looking over your spot. This is learning the lesson from the last time and seeing someone come. And once again, you see my horrible aim, but thankfully I have teammates to take out the guy. Or if it was just me, I'd probably be dead. There's no BS about this. There's quite a few weaknesses I'm still learning on, but position is a good thing. And when you're looking for a place to be, you want to look for an avenue where the enemy's coming. You want to look for some resemble of cover from the direction that they're coming, and also a place to back out of. You see there was a tank, and tanks can do quite a bit to you, so I like to back up and try to get some better cover against the tank, and then basically use my scope to shoot them K shells to help my teammates, even if it's just to keep that tank from healing all the way or getting a good repair. And didn't watch my cover once again, something I hope to be good at. Now, if you're attacking, make sure you look up on this ridge. Do what the enemy did to me. Come around and snap. Now, this is backing up to we lost the sector and coming back up. And you see there's a lot of people coming in. find a good place where you can get some decent cover, you can get a few good kills, or at least spot people for your team to let them know where they're coming in. Let your mortars know where they're coming in. If you have the airship, it lets them target. And you can get some kills yourself. As you see, aim's pretty poor, especially on the far range. Like to get better at that. If you got any tips on getting better at far range, I'd love to hear them. So maybe we can talk about them as a community. And shot. Because I wasn't looking at snipers, I was just trying to find someone to shoot. Now here we've been forced to the bunker. I've got killed as a sniper. The enemy has their airship. I don't know really a lot to do on the airship against the bunker. Now the bunker is extremely powerful for a defense tool. Probably too powerful. But if you want to, even if you don't know the class very well, going to support or medic and getting in this bunker to heal and help everybody up. Especially on this map, there's a series of bunkers to try to protect you from the airship because you're so close to the airship on the mountain. Get in there, lock down, throw grenades out, try to do it. There are, you know, people try to bust in, but you can get some points, some kills, some supplies, and try to help hold your team on a little bit longer. Make the enemy use up a lot of tickets while you're in this. In there, I also like to do, especially with the support, is to use the mortar and try to shoot mortars and find out where people are coming, so my team has a direction where their attacks are coming at the beginning. And once you get pushed in the bunker, it's kind of hard to get back out, so you might want to prepare for that. I find it kind of boring and a little campy and stuff, but quite frankly, it's the best way to win, and if you're not utilizing the strategy, I don't know, maybe you're suboptimal. If I find a better one, I'll let you guys know, but for right now, there it is, and I just got bandit charged. Now here, we're pushed all the way back, and I just wanted to show you some AA gun action here, because there's a lot of planes, there's the airship on this, where you can try to fight off the enemy, and they try to bomb, and furthermore, the next sector is a fortress, but the roof can be destroyed, so getting off the planes is helpful. That was me just messing around, looking around. And there goes another plane. In a second here, you're going to see that I actually take out the sandbags, which takes away my cover, but it also gives me a clear line of fire to A. So if you're ever on this AA gun and you don't have anything to shoot at, you can just load up A while you're waiting on something to shoot at in the air and come back to it. You can see me just lobbing rounds and rounds there. Make sure you utilize things on the map. There's machine guns, there's AA loaded all over this map. Make sure you find it, but be careful not to get the ones out in the open. There's quite a few of them that are out in the open, and just asking for someone to shoot you. Now here this is the last sector on the defense. It's the fortress, and I really struggle to find an area where I could be useful to my team and keep myself safe and not be actually directly on the fortress where people are dropping the bombs, the scouts, the assault classes are coming in with their shotguns and their automatic weapons. So I stay a little off to the side. I still want to support my team. I still want to keep that objective. Always be an objective player. There's no reason not to. It gets you the points. It gets you... it lets you help your teammates, and they get to spawn right on you. Now, we have switched over to me attacker. Same thing, I get up, I find the ridge, I try to make sure my flank is safe, and then I have somewhere to back up to. You see how I'm looking around here, trying to make sure I'm safe, trying to look at where I'm going, scouting flare once again, because you always want to be scouting as a scout. That's just how you do it. Now, this is the sector after. We don't get too far attacking because the bunkers are such a strong advantage on this map. It's really hard to get a lot of places attacking unless you got a really weak defense team. But I wanted to do a little tank play. quick tips on some tank. Remember that you have a emergency repair that gets you like 30 to 40 points back, and when you're in a pinch, and you have a smoke. So if you're getting beat up real bad, drop the smoke, back up, hit your emergency repair, and hopefully gives you time to repair your tank so you don't lose it. But you definitely want to be capping that objective, especially on the attack with the tank, because you know, you're a big force. And when you get hurt, just back up, try to repair, get back into that fight. I see a lot of people that don't try to preserve and take their tanks. Right here, I'm dodging all kinds of fire because I had everything focused at me. I'm still trying to help on the objective. But I was getting hurt pretty bad, and you can see I used the emergency repair and smoke in here to try to keep myself going. Just a reminder, whenever you're in these heavy tanks, to try to do that. There's other abilities than just shooting down the pipe. It took me a few games to actually learn that myself, so it's something to keep in mind. Use the tanks, get objectives and stuff. Now I start getting a little fancy because I get a little bored. We get this site, and then I actually go up to the next one and take a horrible attack angle and get killed. Instead of preparing and looking where I'm at, I got myself killed. And when I could have just stayed and locked down this one, and hopefully would have got beat. But it's really hard to make progress on this map in general. I did have a full squad, so you can see the machine guns going crazy here as I'm lobbing the mortars. Yeah, and here's the ascent to death, so I'll just go ahead and cut that off because I didn't make any progress. Now back at being a sniper, it's at that same objective where he's going on a new round because they burned up so many of our tickets trying to defend here. So once again, I'm finding cover where I have a cover towards the enemy. The enemy's on my right this time, so I got this big rock where my enemy is, and I'm trying to look where they're coming in at and help supporting fire for my teammates to come in. Unfortunately, my accuracy needs a lot of improvement, and when it does, I think I can really turn the tides. And same for you. It's just a matter of time learning where the bullet velocity, how much drop, how much distance, and really getting those headshots, getting quick shooting. Finding something and stuff. Make sure you adjust in your settings to try to balance you. This game has a lot of sensitivity settings, and if you look into them, you can find and adjust to your hand speed, your skill, your way you adjust, the way you hone in on your targets. Now, moving on up to the next sector, here we come up to attacking the bunker, and this is pretty much shuts us down. You can see people on the outside for now, but that's only because we're coming in. Once we get there, they just shut us down. A little quick excerpt. This is me using the cables to try to keep the light tank from healing. I spotted it. I used the cables to try to keep my tank from healing while other people try to deal with it, and I also try to let my squad know using the left alt button and be like, hey, there's a tank for one, and to help them take it down. And of course, I love the bayonet charge. I try to get one of these in each map just because it's so fun to do. Got behind someone, instead of just stopping and shooting them, went up for the bayonet charge. This is what I was talking about earlier. There is an AA gun, but it's completely out in the open. You're just asking for someone to shoot you up there. Whereas, you know, you don't have any cover. A big thing in this game is to try to find some cover. Ooh, a little glitchy there. Now here, unfortunately, I wasn't on the objective. This is bad with my part. Sometimes I get out of position. I'm not really helping my team be here. Even if I'm getting some kills, it's not really helping the team because I'm not helping them pursue an objective. I'm not giving them support fire to get the objective that we're focused on here. And I'm so far back, I have poor accuracy at this point, which I'm hoping that'll get better so it's not such a big issue. But you want to be down here. You want to be at the objective. Even as a scout, you want to try to be at the objective to try to get them points to clear it out. Don't know what that guy's doing. Another thing I've learned, don't lay down. Lay down is just making yourself a target unless you have to. I know like the AT rocket that forces you to lay down, but in general, don't lay down. You make yourself such an easy target for any sniper just to get an easy headshot or someone to throw a grenade on you. Unless you absolutely have to, just try to, as a ditch effort to lay down, don't do it. You're just going to ask him to get yourself killed because it just makes everything easier for anybody else to hit you if they have line of sight. And I hope this video has helped, guys. If you like it, hit a like. If you like what we're doing here, hit subscribe. There'll be more to the Newb to Master series coming soon. Until then, have a great day.